everybody. Welcome to Distilled, Brewed, and Viewed. My name is John. We're in the world-famous Sipping Den. This is where I review everything that has anything to do with alcohol, including tours of distilleries and on and on and on, and everything that has anything to do with coffee, including methods of making it, and on and on and on. And I have put together an unbelievable playlist with categories and subcategories to make it very easy for you to find everything you could ever want, quickly and easily. And the first comment of every video is always pinned because it has a link that pertains to the playlist that actually pertains to what I'm reviewing. In this case, champagne / sparkling wine, Rondel Brut, 11.5% alcohol, Spanish Cava. Okay, so champagne has to come, except for two that are in the United States. Long story, I did a video on it. Only ones who can call champagne, sparkling wine, champagne. It has to be made in France, and it has to be in a certain champagne region of France. If it's outside that region, it's made the exact same way as the finest champagne. Cremant. If it's from Germany, Sekt. Italy, Prosecco, and Spain, Cava. This is actually fermented in the bottle, just like some fine champagne is. Let's see, I had the price written down, $10.99 a bottle. You get great deals with some of these sparkling wines. I might use the term interchangeably, but I know, okay, we all know the difference. Everybody kind of calls sparkling wine champagne, whether it is or not. So 3 grapes in this. Okay, 3 grapes in this. See, I wrote them down of how to say them correctly because I don't like them. Macabeu. And macabeu is the primary grape used in cava production. Despite its importance, macabeu tastes somewhat simple. It has faint floral aromatics, a lemony flavor with a slightly bitter finish that tastes similar to green almonds. Well, the next one, xarello, on the other hand, is much more aromatic with rich floral aromas and pear lemon or pear melon notes. The last grape, parellada, is blended for its ripening high acidity and zesty citrus flavors. So they blend those together. Together, the 3 Spanish grapes create a balanced, fruity, sparkling wine that's less sweet than Prosecco, but not as nutty as vintage champagne. Is Cava sweet, this says? Not usually. Cava is far closer to a non-vintage champagne or an American sparkling wine. So this one's a brut, so we know that it's dry. Or at least, yeah, that it should be anyway. And that'll denote usually the grams of sugar per milliliter and so on. So I have probably 3 grams of residual sugar per liter. I think that is all. No, you know what? That's all. Let's just get into it. I gave you a little background. It's good to know that little bit I told you. And from there, we will take off. So let's find out a crack in this golden foil to where I can dig in and get at it. I don't see it over. So what I'll do is I'll take a pen. I will click it to get a point. I will then insert it, and there it is. If you don't have a pen, make believe you do. All right, just have to take an extra second. This is going to be a screw cap. Let that kind of ooze out so it don't bubble over. Okay, there's not as much pressure in the small amount. I have it kind of like a cork, but you can see. It's okay, the big one has the cork. There it is. I remember what flavors are supposed to get. Let's look at the bubbles. It's always fun. Look at the color, but look at the bubbles. Can you hear it? Cheers. This is right festive. Ooh, that's a nice smell. Isn't that like, for $10.99? Is that what I said? $10.99? Yeah. It does have a slight soft floral smell. Not strong, but a soft floral. Sweet floral. And you always, well, I won't say always, sometimes you get biscuity type smell, especially in French champagne. I know it's champagne. Calm down. But this one doesn't have a big biscuity smell to it. Okay, that's the yeast and the lees and so on. But it has a very honeysuckle, if I may. Remember, this is brut. This is dry. It smells like sweet honeysuckle, floral sweetness. And all kinds of peach and pear and apple. Nice. Let's give this bad boy a taste. Now, this is the perfect size bottle for me here, see? Because it's enough for one. All right. Always do an acclimation sip, right? The mind's thinking, but let's not judge it on that first sip. Boy, that's nice. That's real nice. It's not got the biscuity taste that you get with the finer French champagnes. It does have a floral, fruity taste to it. That fruitiness can be misconstrued as sweetness. It is not sweet. But since it's fruity, sometimes your mind might detect, sweet fruit. And I think melon, pear, apple, peach are all things that we would all, if there was a group of us drinking, come up with. But they're all in the same ballpark. So just what your mind goes to, what you remember, right? Your mind scans the taste buds and comes up with these flavors. None of those would be outliers by any means. It does have the almond. Never had raw green almonds. It does have a nutty little bitterness on the back end. Nothing unpleasant about this. Nothing complex. Just a fun, easy drinking sparkling wine. Nice blue bottle that has no big flaws for $10.99. Okay, there's nothing like people spitting it out or anything like that. It's not one to sit and analyze like I'm doing necessarily. I'm just letting you know that it's okay. Here's some of the flavors you're going to get out of it. This is going for parties, for New Year's, for just having some fun. Before dinner, after dinner, cleanse the palate. If it's just a casual dinner or get together. And I wouldn't be afraid to pop this for $10.99 and make my mimosas with it. Yes, that's absolutely what I would do. What a sound. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Well, I'm certainly enjoying it. I got a little bit left. And I'll go putting something on TV. Relax with my little thing of champagne here. Called a split. And watch a couple hours of TV and hit the sack. That'll be my day. I got tomorrow. What I can do tomorrow? I'm off tomorrow. Well, you know I'm going to start it off with coffee. Of course I am. What is that? Questions you ask me. I have a few things I gotta run around a little bit. And when I get done running around, then I don't mind getting a little sweaty, a little dirty. What I always say, I gotta do yard work because this yard has always got something. I got not a big yard, but it's a double lot. I got a lot of landscape, and I just stay busy constantly. And that's it. We'll see where that puts me. Right? And I got some work to do from home here. And we'll see where that gets me into the day. Okay, that might take me to supper time. Usually stays pretty busy until supper time. Then supper time, then I do a little cleaning up. And what else? Then I start winding down, maybe a video or two, right? And then I hit the TV, relax. I got exercise I do in the day too. I forgot to mention that. I'll probably do that first thing in the morning. That's it. I do the same thing usually every day. So, from Still Brewed Review, thanks for being here. Don't forget to sub. Now, that's something you got to do. You got to do that. Now, tomorrow, you can do that right now. Right now, you can do that. If you can leave a comment, leave a comment. But the least you can do is watch this. And wish me luck.